I thought it was time to do an update on the indoor peppers. I did 3 plantings. The back 2 trays were planted at the same time. Then these 2 trays right here were planted at the same time. And those 2 trays, I just transplanted those from smaller pots. That's why they have kind of a lot more moisture around the plant. I wanted to make sure the roots were good moist until they got started. I like to keep them on the dry side and not water any more than I have to. You can see this soil is pretty dry. Excuse my fingers there. And the reason I keep the top of the soil dry if I can is because it reduces the number of fungus gnats by a whole lot. I still stick a sticky trap or 2 around. I think you can see one back there, that yellow thing. It's got a few fungus gnats on it, but that thing's been there well over a month, so that's not too bad. This tray right back here has 8 different crosses in it. The white one there is a cross between a Matapino and a Purple Flash. I got that one from Matt's Peppers. The other 7 crosses are ones that I did. The back left tray is a repeat of the crosses in that tray. There's just quite a bit of variation in some of the F2s and F3s. I won't go into too much detail, but I've got quite a few crosses going on. In this tray here, I have 8 different crosses in it also, and they are different than the 8 crosses back in the corner there. So I've got quite a few different crosses going on. In case you're wondering what this little white thing is, it's a sensor to my thermometer. That way I can keep an eye on it in the other room instead of having to walk in here to see what the temperature is. In this tray I have 3 more crosses and a bunch of repeats from that other tray behind it. In this tray back here I have 5 different crosses and 1 repeat and a couple of tomato crosses that are barely alive. Had a little trouble with dampening off, and looks like they might make it, but I'm still not sure yet. In this tray I have 4 different crosses and some repeats from this tray and another tray. And there's one interesting one. I have 3 plants in the same pot. All of those were from the same cross. As you can see, it's got, that one has really dark cotyledon leaves. Then we have a mutant. Then we have a variegated one that's kind of a light green. So that's quite a bit of difference just in one cross there. The pots I have these in, I think they're a half a gallon if I remember correctly, but they're about 5 by 5, and 8 of them fit real nicely in a standard 10 by 20 tray, so it makes it real convenient. I start them out in, I think they're 3.5 by 3.5 pots, and those fit, I think, 18 to a tray. So it takes me 2 trays to hold what originally was in 1 tray. And my grow tent that I'm using is a 4 by 4 by 80 inch Vivo Sun. I'm not sponsored by them or anybody else. Now I'll do a quick sweep by so you can see the few peppers that we have so far. Not a whole lot, but they're just now getting started. What I'm hoping to do is be able to harvest some of these and start the next generation before it's time to put them outside. Most of these ones in the back here will not go outside. I'll just be harvesting peppers from them and starting the next generation. It's possible that some of these and quite a few of these smaller ones will go outside. But I like to get a couple of generations out of each cross if I can per year. And if you're interested in how you can cross peppers and do your own, I have a video on how I cross peppers. It's really easy to do. Once you get a little practice, do it a couple of times. It can be kind of addictive because, as you can see, you can get a lot of variations from just one or two crosses. While I'm thinking about it, for those of you who are new to starting your own peppers and are wondering when you should plant, I like to allow 8 to 10 weeks of growth before I put them outside. So just go backwards from your last frost date and allow for 8 to 10 weeks. If you're just now finding this channel and you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.